In this video, I'm going to show you how to properly dispute copyright claims using Splice samples. I saw a video from Bolo, the producer, shout out to him, and he was having some issues with some copyright claims because he was using Splice samples that were being claimed. I want to show people the right way to get it done. Stick with me as your main man, Juggernaut of Arkatech Beatz. Let's go. What's up, everybody? It's your main man, Juggernaut of Arkatech Beatz. Shout out to my partner, Mike Trauma D. And today, I'm just going to show you guys how to properly submit copyright claims, basically when you get them using Splice samples. Now, a bunch of people are having these issues because when it comes to content ID and copyright, what you have is you have a bunch of bad actors sometimes that are taking samples from Splice, and what they're doing is they're not changing it, they're not manipulating it, they're not chopping it up, and then what they're doing is they're uploading it to a DSP, and they're basically trying to claim the samples as original works, and that's just not how it works. Basically, you have a license from Splice to use it in a new original work, but you really can't claim it. It's supposed to be whitelisted across the channels. So when you get a copyright claim, it's because somebody basically uploaded it and is trying to claim it as their own. And what they're betting on is they're betting on that you don't dispute it so that they can collect the revenue from your videos. So in this video, I'm going to show you how to properly dispute it. I'm going to share my screen. I'm going to show you step by step what I do. I don't have any issues with this. It's a little bit of a process, but I do want you guys to stick with me. And by the time we get through it, you'll be able to see what we've been able to do. So I'm going to change my screen to my YouTube screen, and you'll be able to see what's going on. So I'm in my YouTube screen right now, and of course I'm managing somebody's channel. So I'm going to blur out some of the channel details just for their privacy. But when you get a YouTube copyright strike, this is what it looks like. It's going to tell you what the video details are, what happened, your channel. It's going to tell you if your visibility has been blocked, and it's going to tell you what content you used, and it's going to tell you what you can and can't do with this video. So what you want to do here is you want to take action here. Of course, you can see the details, but we already know what time it is. And we want to click on this dispute here. You click on dispute, and then we're going to click continue. Now, it's going to show you basically when you're disputing a claim. It's going to walk you through the process as far as the reason, options, details, and rationale. And it's going to tell you what's supposed to happen and what you can expect from once you start the dispute process. So for everybody who's not familiar with it, of course, you know, it's going to have a certain processing time, and it's telling you what to expect. You can read that, and then you can see what you need to, what's happening on this, right? We're going to continue. And this is where a lot of people get jammed up, is they basically try to click this box as an original content. And what you're not supposed to do with Splice samples is, I know you may have made a new beat, but it's not original content, right? Because you're using samples. So what you want to do in this situation, for this reason, the main reason why you're disputing the claim is because you have a license. As long as you have an active Splice account, it's basically giving you permission to use the content claimed in the video, right? You don't want to do copyright exceptions such as fair use, and you don't want to do public domain. You want to click on the license one. That's the only one that you really have the right to use based on your Splice samples. Of course, we want to continue with the dispute side. We don't want to escalate it to an appeal, right? You really don't want to do that. You want to dispute it because it makes it soft, and it gives you the chance to go back and appeal it if something does go wrong. But most likely in this case, you'll have no issues with this if you follow the instructions that I'm going to provide, right? It's going to tell you that all of them is not the same, and you need to have a copy of your license agreement. And this is where a lot of us get jammed up using Splice, because it does want a copy of the license agreement. But the problem is that YouTube doesn't have a function for you to upload attachments during this process, right? So I'm going to show you what we need to do. So you're going to click here. I have permission to use content from the copyright owner, right? You're going to continue. And here you're going to have to put in all of the rationale and the details, and you have to put in the license information. So now I'm going to show you where to get the license from on Splice, and I'm going to show you what you need to do to extract the license information and put it here into the dispute. So I'm going to switch screens, and you follow along from there. Okay, once you're in Splice, you want to click on sounds and you want to go to your library of sounds. Of course, you want to find the loop or whatever loop that you're using. I'm going to just use this one for the sake of illustration. And you want to click on those three dots and you want to go to generate a certified license. You want to put in the legal name. Then you're going to have it generate the certified license. Okay. Now you want to download this certificate. And then once you're done with that, you're going to click done. So now we're done with Splice. I've downloaded my certificate. I'm going to show you what to do in the next step. Okay, so this is a certificate of content license, right? And as you can see, it has today's date, to whom it may concern, and it's telling you who the company is, Splice. It holds the legal rights necessary to license the content under the described herein to me, right, on a perpetual royalty-free, non-exclusive basis, right? It's telling you what the terms of use is, and it should not be, should not be copyright infringement or demonetization by a third party, including claims by the master or publishing rights or whatever the same. So basically, it's telling you that no label, no third party, no publishing rights, no publishing company can come and can claim this. The main thing here is that it's telling you where the loop is or what's the name of the loop, and this is the name of the loop, and this is the link to the loop. And it's also telling you to go to where the terms of service are or the terms of use so that YouTube can find it. The issue with this is that you can't select this text. It's basically a PDF that's basically has everything kind of locked in. So you can't unless you're using maybe Adobe Acrobat or something like that Pro, at this point you can't really extract or you can't copy the text from here to put it into your claim or your dispute rather. So I'm going to show you what to do with this next, and that's going to involve using ChatGPT. So stick with me. I'm going to switch screens to ChatGPT, and I'll show you what to do next. Okay, so now we're in ChatGPT. I'm going to drag my certificate into ChatGPT. Then I'm going to put a detailed prompt here. So we're putting in a detailed prompt on this, and basically the prompt is this. It says basically we wanted to extract the full and exact text from the splice.com certificate of content license PDF, including the licensee name on PDF, the sample title, the download date, and the full long form URL of the sample, right? And I'm going to leave a copy of this prompt in the description so that you guys can use. Okay, so once we put in the prompt in ChatGPT, it's going to give you this as far as the who's licensed to. It's going to give you the certificate of license. It's going to say who was licensed to, the date, and here goes the sample URL. And this is probably the most important thing is the sample URL along with the Splice terms of service. Like these are the two things I think that are really the most important, because since these things are broken out into text, you're able to take those things and put them into the dispute. And then YouTube has a way to immediately go and verify not only the terms of use, but also verify that the sample in question is actually somewhere where it can be listened to or heard, documented, etc. So what you're going to do here now is you're going to take this terms of service, it's going to take this license, and you're going to copy it. All right, you're going to see me copy that. And then you're going to put this, you're going to take that and you're going to paste it into your dispute. So I'm going to switch back screens so that you can see that. Stick with me, we're almost done. Okay, so now we're back on our YouTube screen. You want to basically paste the certificate of content license here into the dialogue, right? So you have all the information here, right? License to Arkatech Beatz, download date, here goes the sample, here goes the sample URL. You can remove this here, click here to view the sample, and then you can see where the license is granted. Subject to the terms, Splice grants the above licensee, etc., etc., etc. They can verify it if they want to basically send it through Splice, and they can look at also the terms of service. Now, before you continue, you want to make sure that you check off all of these things, and then you put your name in the signature. Make sure you use your real name and now don't use your pseudonym like I'm using as an illustration. And then once you're done with that, you're going to press submit, and you're basically done at that point. So that is the way that you are supposed to appropriately submit your disputes for copyright claims using Splice samples. This is the way that I do it. I have had no problems at all since I do that. It may take a little bit of time for it to come back. It could take a few days. Sometimes I've seen it go up maybe 2, maybe 3 weeks at longest. Sometimes it's more immediate. It just depends on who's really holding on to the sample. If it's a bad actor that used the AI name and stuff like that, it may take the full 30 days for it to really go through. You just have to be patient. But as long as you're able to do it this way, it's almost 9 times out of 10, you're not going to have any more copyright claim issues on your situation. Takes a little bit of time, but remember, you have to protect your music, and you have to make sure that people are not just arbitrarily claiming your stuff. Now, if you guys want to learn more about the music business, make sure you're checking us out at arkatechbeats.com. Make sure you're checking out our books. We got books in terms of learning the music business when it comes to music publishing, music copyright, forming your own LLC, and then also registering your songs. It makes no sense for us to do what we do as musicians and producers if we're not going to monetize and we're not going to learn the business. So make sure that you get in those books. The links will be in the description. Um, if you use the code SAVE10, you bundle and you can save. So I hope that this video is going to help you guys. Hopefully you'll be able to take care of it from now. If you guys have any issues or concerns, hit us up in the comments, or you can basically either DM us at Arkatech Beatz. And until next time, peace out. I appreciate y'all. Be easy.